Hey homies, this is Jessica Lipsey, Realtor with Coldwell Banker. Hey, thank you so much for watching my live video. This is going to be the official first episode to my podcast. I recorded a video last week on Instagram and one yesterday talking about my new podcast, which is going to be titled Inspired Realtor Denver. And first off, I will say to the lucky few of you, or maybe unlucky, that saw me record my first live video. Boy, what a mess. I did get really nervous. I don't know. I've watched a lot of people go live before, and they've talked about really how nerve-wracking it is to actually push the button and go live. So I hope that what I brought to you, on top of feeling really sorry for me, is just a knowledge that you can do it. And if it doesn't go like you planned, guess what? You just delete it and then you try again. The funny thing is I uploaded that video to YouTube thinking that I could just kind of edit out the bad parts, and I wanted to put myself out of my own misery. So that happened, and that is that. I will edit a bloopers reel because it's really, I can't do anything besides laugh at it. So back to what I'm doing and why I'm here. I am starting a podcast for real estate in the Denver metro area. My podcast is going to be Inspired Realtor Denver. I blog and write articles already on inspiredrealtordenver.com, and I want to bridge that into a video platform where people in the Denver metro area and even other places can log in and find valid, relevant, rich content. So what I'd like to do is every week tune in, hopefully live with you guys, and talk to you about something I learned or something that I can just make your life a little bit better, pass along some knowledge. To those of you that know me, I am a perpetual nerd. I'm constantly learning, constantly going to classes and reading. With that, I do get in touch with a lot of community leaders. I like to go to events that are put on by political leaders, such as like mayors and commissioners. And I learn a lot about what's going on in the development in the area. I really like to tell you about that. I would like to talk to you also about things that I hear that are coming up. Because back to real estate, the reason why we choose to live where we live is we are surrounded by things that we like to do. And one of the biggest reasons that we choose the place we live in is because of the things around us. Especially up in North Denver, we all know this economy is booming like crazy. There are tons of new things coming up. So anyway, this platform, I really want to bring that to you, and also give you a chance to ask some questions. The funny part is, after my blunder yesterday, I almost pushed the live button a few minutes ago and I didn't do it, obviously. I started to record a video, and then, you know what, listeners, we all want to know that we have a voice and that we can give feedback. And personally, I love that. So I'm not afraid to, put myself out there and make myself available to answer questions. And so I appreciate anybody who tunes in with me, participates, and even shares it, because I really want to make this a big community of people who are interested in what's going on. So if you did watch my video yesterday, I did want to go back and tell you a little bit more. I started to tell this story about, and it is relevant to being absent-minded and what happened yesterday. But I was doing my laundry, and I had a little moment of clarity. So what I was doing was putting hi Mom, that's my mom, hi Shelly. I was putting the wet clothes into the dryer from the washer, and I was actually nervous about doing this, so I wasn't really paying attention. I wasn't really there. It seems like a simple task, but I was about halfway through from putting the wet clothes into the dryer and realized there was like something in the pocket of my clothes. So I started to, I realized that there was really nothing there. And then what I did, silly me, was put all of the wet clothes from the dryer back into the washer. And for me, that was just kind of an eye-opening moment. Is whoa, you're not paying attention to what you're doing, not being present. So the point I was trying to make yesterday with that story is, number one, humility. It's pretty hilarious when we do something like that. So I wanted to bring that to you as the Inspired Realtor Denver. It's just using that moment of imperfection to realize that we can move forward and start doing things the right way, come back to where we're at, and follow the right path. So thanks for listening to my silly story. I also wanted to use this first episode to talk a little bit about my background, what I've done, and how I can use that to bring you valuable content and experience as a podcast or an informational session, and addressing your home buying and selling needs. Like I said before, I am a perpetual nerd and a student. On top of being a realtor, I'm going to school right now to pursue my master's degree. It's actually, a double master's in organizational leadership and management with a focus in finance. So I want to use that knowledge and bring that to the table to help people in the real estate market understand organization, because we all live, we all work, and eventually in the space of owning my business, I can of course use that there and use that knowledge to run my own business. And before that, I, of course, have an undergraduate degree as well. It is in biology and a minor in chemistry. I actually have a deep passion for science. So science and learning and life science. I don't know if I'll ever get back there again, but for me, I think that once you understand the way that things work in the universal laws that apply to everything, it can help in really every area, including business, including home buying and selling. So maybe I'll do something someday with life science, but not anymore. Or at this point, I should say. The other things about me, I am married. Most of you know my husband, Ray. We do a lot of things together, including collaborating and hanging out and laughing and having fun. Hopefully you'll see some of him in this podcast as well. I might interview him at some point. He likes to study investing. He's also in human resources. So he, I know I say human resources because who likes those guys? But anyway, we share 4 kids together. We have 2 that came from him and 2 that came from me. But we are all one little clan, so you may hear from time to time about my kiddos. Before real estate, I actually have a background in credit repair, as well as other maybe administrative jobs as well. So I do bring a lot of things from several years experience in the working field. I feel like I'm kind of like a jack of all trades, so to speak. So what that has allowed me to do is understand a little bit about a lot of different things. So I love bringing that to my clients and my business. So that's a little bit about me. Let's see here. See, again, I did this yesterday and couldn't remember what I was talking about. So that's, I guess, the way it goes in live video. I do want to also leave you guys with an inspirational message every time. And going back to that Inspired Realtor Denver, And maybe it's a great way to end my first official live video, and I'm not going to delete this one. So feel free to share this one, or reach out to me personally, ask me any questions. I'd be happy to help you determine what might be next for you. If you need to know what your house is worth, that's something that I'm happy to do for anyone. It's a free consultation. And I mean, who are we all kidding? We all want to know what our house is worth, me as a homeowner as well. But my inspirational message is the first few times you're going to do something, you know what, it might be terrible. You might fall on your face, but guess what? 10 times it sucks. I'm so excited for the 11th time. So hang in there with me. I will be bringing you a lot of really important content and really interesting pieces of interviews and articles. Let me know what you want to know, what things that you are curious about in the housing market. Also, if you're interested in business, I do have a lot of connections with business owners and entrepreneurs. Just let me know. Really, all of our dreams are just an action step away. So thanks a lot for watching Inspired Realtor Denver, and I look forward to the next time. Bye, guys.